Yes, I'm so happy, I'm so humbled, ladies and gentlemen, to be here. Good evening. Ambia niba yako. Ishaanza yani. These are true, yani, these are reality from just a dream. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. I'm so happy and so humbled to be here this day, and you guys joining me, ladies and gentlemen. Jipigieni makofi kwa kufika. Unajua, literally venye nasemangwa like every journey starts with one step. This is the first step we have made, and we should thank God that each and every one of us is part of this step. Sindio? One more time, jipigieni makofi. Jipigieni makofi. I want to appreciate you. Venye makofi yangu haiwezi jaa makofi yenu nyinyi wote. Endeleeni kujipigia makofi tafadhali. Yes. I'm so happy, I'm so humbled, ladies and gentlemen, to be here this day. I said good evening. Merudisha good evening to you too. Ama mnasema ni good night. Tumefika usiku. I'm so excited today because we get to launch not just a manuscript, not just a book, but something that will kickstart the conversation that are meaningful to every artist we have in this country. If you are an artist and you are in this house, when you msanii, unajua kuna majirani wameleta wasanii wao, si ndio? If wewe kama ni msanii, a recording artist, mkono juu tafadhali. Yes, na kama wewe ni msanii mwenye si wa muziki, you can be a media personality, a creative in your own way, but you are an industry player, mkono juu tafadhali pia. Thank you so much. Yeah, at least the ratio is good, si ndio? Aya, wasanii tupigie industry players makofi. Yes, na industry players wenye wako hapa, tupigieni wasanii wetu makofi. You know, in this time and era where everyone wants to be, to make it in the music field, in the music space, everyone keep asking, how can I make it in the creative industry? How can my music dream come true? The answer, which is the ultimate one, number one, it's prayer. Somebody shout prayer. Number two is hard work. Shout a bit louder, hard work. But today nataka to introduce kitu ingine yenye kila mtu akisimama hapa anataja hii jina. Somebody guess the name. Somebody guess a word that we should add from prayer, hard work. Somebody? Love. Yes. Discipline. I'm getting ideas. Resilience. Strategy. Think of something now that it is okay. Every one of us has it come a goal unless I'm feature. Wait, unless I create a feature to the other person who is also an artist, a fellow artist. Knowledge, talent. I feel we add the word support. You can imagine if each huyo mwenye mweka na yeye hapo hivyo supported you to 100, then you supported them to 100. You know, that is an external thing or an external stuff that you are gaining from your fellow artists. Sisi ni wasanii, lakini tunaweza fanya pamoja. Collabo ni support, si ndio? Kuombeana ni support. So, support is one word that imeongelelewa hapa. Every artist anasema the support we are getting, the support we need. Frank the DJ talked also about artists calling in and asking for support. Now, as artists, when we are looking forward to supporting each other, which I pray that after this conversation and this marking of this journey, the kickoff of this journey, we shall also get support from number one, mentors. Artists having mentors, they could be people who are also role models to you, and also men of God. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. And now, fellow artists and also DJs, as we say, promoters and industry influencers. Hapa hivi tuko na influencers in the building. Influencers, somebody? Influencer? Hawajakuja? Oh, we have one there. Makofi yake. These are people who are playing a very big role in our industry. Thereby, you know, you have your own following. But then they have a following. But more to what you understand, they have a strategy, they have schedules and plans. You get what I mean? Wasati tunatoa ngoma, unakuwa overwhelmed, unashindwa. Leo nilikuwa ni post nini? Hiyo kesho nyingine nilikuwa ni post nini? These people are people who are doing really good job. And when you're talking about support, one adjective I would put to support is that support is priceless. Somebody say priceless. It doesn't cost you anything. Your fellow artists haulizi support ya do. Number one, anaitisha that moral support. Number two, anaweza kuwa kiitisha tu support ya a connection to a destiny connector. So, another thing that somebody shouted here was love. I want to add something to that word love and call it unconditional love. Kadiani angel kuna ngoma ulifanya inaitwa unconditionally. God ananipendaga be amazing. Unconditional means without conditions, without asking for something in return, you know. And I believe that when we come together, we will be limitless in the things that we want to achieve. Somebody say amen. Feeling like I'm going to preach today. So I would say I would thank everyone who has been part of my journey, be it mentors, role models, fellow artists, and fellow DJs, media personalities, and you know, my vision is to create a platform where creatives can express themselves, grow, network, in order to benefit their own craft, their own gifting. You know, God hakuwa mekosea kupatia a certain gift. Then it's only you that you can carry. You have the burden to carry it. I pray that each and every one of us will get a person who will get the same burden to carry your gifts na kusema hii naweza shika hii gift na nisonge nayo in my own little way, be it fans who consume our music. Niko sure hapa hivi kuna watu wenye si wasanii but they are consumers of our music. Those are the people wenye nasema they can carry our burden or the burden of our craft and take it to the next level. You know, I took a lot of time to research and to prepare the manuscript beyond music. The manuscript beyond music. Where is Antonio CB? Tafadhali, Antonio CB is somewhere running up and about. Somebody tell CB to come forward. You know, I took the time and research to prepare it. Not for myself, as Nabon had shared earlier, but for each and every one of us. I hope it may be the first step towards reaching our vision as artists and creatives. First of all, I want to salute you. You know, just believing that, you know, I passed my invite. Yes, CB Tafadhali. You know, I passed my invite to you. Some of us saw it on social media and you honored the invite. I want to salute you for coming through because without you, it wouldn't have been possible to do all that we are doing today. Sini sawa? Sini kweli? So I appreciate so much. And also, you know, putting up this manuscript, where is a copy of that manuscript? I wanted to show you something. Tafadhali. You know, my prayer is that each and every one of us and every one of you will get a copy of this manuscript. Why? Si kuichukua na kuificha chini ya kitanda. Just like the way unaambia mnaweza pewa light ukiiweka chini ya kitanda, chini ya kiti, it won't illuminate and it won't serve the purpose. So read it, love it, and keep it close to your heart. You know, some chapters will be relevant to you now, and others will play a very big role in how you brand, manage yourself as an artist, and how also you create content, how you put it out here, and also understanding about even the spirit of music. Are we together? Remember that always what you are showing to me this day is support. And from you, I know it's an intentional love, gesture of love. And just find an opportunity to give it and show it to one another. I understand when you went to go up with your at the back, requesting to get a copy of each. Technically, or I would say unfortunately, what has happened is that we won't have that copy right here, or rather it might, because ni kama watu wako basha kwani wamekosa jamii na tushana aje. Unajua wanatu costs. Yeah? Wanatu costs, but anyway, we have to move on. The artist forum is what I was looking forward to, majorly. Because this just being a manual is something that you can carry and read it, not even today, but peruse it each and every day, na ukimaliza, unaifungua tena na tena, na ukipata kitu insighting, unaambia mtu mwingine, they should grab this. So, I want to end this way. I want to wish you well in your creative journey when you get a chance to get this copy. How many of us know a place called Heavenly Restaurant? By show of hands. Thank you. 90% of us. You can place an order any day, anytime you pass Blue Town, CBD at the heart of Nairobi, next to Odeon, up with the building in Ikonakop Park. You get in there, display your message that you paid the book at 1,000 only, and you'll be able to get that copy from that premises. Si hapo iko sawa? Siko sawa? Sawa. So there's no need of feeling ati kitabu sijatoka nayo, you'll get it, and for sure it will play a very big role in your. I want us to get to just to share my mind of what I had when I was writing this book. I want us to go to the chapters, the contents of this book, the chapters we have in this book. What I understand, number one, as an artist, what we normally, by the time you are getting to studio or to do your own craft, even beyond music, tuseme hata wasanii wenye si wa muziki, you need to create content. So number one of it, we get to create content. Thank you. Somebody say content creation. Content creation is very key in our creative journey. And in this book I've shared some insight on content creation, and the chapter is dubbed Content 101. Content 101. And one outstanding thing in that chapter is ways of finding inspiration. Starting to preempt the book. Let me just mention that finding some good stuff, going all out, listening, watching, learning, and transforming whatever you are getting, so that the inspiration you're getting, you transforming it to something that will play, will be of impact in your creative journey, in your creative world. And number 5 of them in Anibamanga, nasomanga e-book, by the way, almost every week nasomanga e-book, every now and then. And immediately I feel honored and proud of what God, the inspiration that God gave me when I was putting together this manuscript. And I realized that, this is a manuscript that is research-based and also interaction with you as artists and creatives. Upon the inspiration yangu ilitoka. Actually, it was from, you guys giving me a call and telling me, I want you to play my music. Then sometimes I get so much information that I can share with you. Nashinangwa, nikianza kumpe story mingi kulingana na venye review a song. Or rather, what I'm thinking about the whole craft, the whole, his creative way and his content creation. I just found that niko na story mingi sana na nika put a chapter on content creation. We also get encouragement from, I'm talking as a DJ now, inspiration from artists on what kind of music should be there, you know, what music should we record so that it get played? I know kila mtu anakuwa na inspiration yake na message yake kila saa. There is a chapter number 5 called Cleaning the Airways. Somebody say Cleaning the Airways. This is all about good content, the content that it will never hit a barrier. You know, just some tips. I don't want to define the content you should be making, but I want to give you a guide. That's why it's a manual. And for those who ask about media and music, Frank the DJ amegusia hapa with media and music. How do you relate with media? And now we have the mainstream media. We also have the digital space. Yeah? Na zile za mashinani pia. Our phones have started to be the biggest media. You know, how do you interact with media with your music? And also the music business is another chapter. Brand profiling and positioning is another chapter. Content marketing and advertisement in music. There is a chapter called Consumers Watch. This is what every consumer of your music, doing a research of what, by the time I'm listening to music, what gets me to listen to a certain music. So this chapter I wrote it from a point of a consumer. Mimi nikiwa fan wa muziki. What are my expectations? Why do I settle on a certain channel on YouTube ya msanii na click ile name yake ya playlist that songs zake zinaanza kuplay bila kupause. There is one intimate chapter called self-drive and initiative as a creative. This is something yenye wewe ujifanyia soul searching, just giving you a tips, some tips. So this is a manual. Easy novel, the manual. Actually, when you get the copy, you will find that it has so many spaces for you to write notes. And to climax it all, I had to invite one life coach and a bishop who guides me in so many things as I put up my stuff together. His name is Bishop Welly Odendo, and we sat together, and in that combined effort, Sema support, alini support, and we came with a chapter called The Spirit of Music. Somebody say the Spirit of Music. Hiyo sitagusia sababu utajisomea wewe mwenyewe. Basically what I want to say, it's that you should get this copy. I'm very sure, I'm 100% sure, and my prayer is that after these conversations that tutakuwa nazo hapa hivi, guided by the manuscript of this book, testimonies zitatokea. Sema amen. Mzee anasema hata screenshot aseme, wakati nilisoma hii chapter, my career life as an artist, my ministry life as an artist took the right turn, heading to the right place and to all goals and objectives and kila mtu amejisetia. So I don't want to take much time because also inasemekananga where you have I'll say your senior or a person you look up to, you don't talk much. But I can't live here without acknowledging some people who, some of them are in this building, some of them are not here, but I just want to acknowledge them. I'm grateful for a wonderful team of professionals who helped me put this manuscript together for you. Leading them is the chief editor, Anthony Osibi, the CEO, Information Africa. Pigeni Makofi is the guy standing beside me hapa. Nakwambia, having an idea and putting it as a book, na ikuwe ni kizungu itasomwa na haitaibisha Kenya. Somebody sema kuibisha Kenya. I salute this guy so much. He's the chief editor of this manuscript. So when you're interacting with it, Antonio CB, you did a great job. May God bless you. I could call him to spend sleepless nights hata kwa simu. Namwambia, nimeandika points kama hizi. Ananiambia, ni voice recordie. Sasa nasoma chenye nimeandika, ni voice recordie. Then he was there to put them together. Akinirudishia na mrudishia. We started engaging, and I started engaging him in putting this manuscript in December 2020. Date was the 30th of December. Yes, I remember it was after the first FEMA. After we had a panel where we discussed so much things, and I got inspiration and the burden of what people raised here on stage. And I said to myself, God, you had given me an idea, Nanikalalia. I want to put these things together. to try and, curb those challenges and find a solution to them. By the grace of God, the manuscript is now ready. Also, with a lot of speed but honor and respect, I want to pass my full gratitude to also my literary consultant, Tony Kikuta. He's the director, Zipro of Technology. He's in the building. Where are you, Tony? Thank you so much, Makofi Kwame. He's a guy who will tell you, this is what this digital and this era, this is what people will understand. That's what I mean by literary consultants. Tony Kikuta, thank you so much. Another lady by the name Miss Ijendi Michelle, she helped me, identifying and defining my brand identity and keeping my message clear out here the way it's supposed to. Sema kuje, yani brand yako kuwekwa laini. These are the people behind me. And of course, one lady also, I believe she's in building, by making my message get out clear by, doing so much strategy on social media, on our content as FEMA, and our content as Beyond Music, and my content as NICKS the President. Makofi yake, lead the brand in the building. Lead the brand. Thank you so much. And I can't forget my special group of flame keepers. Flame keepers by maanisha, ni wenye moto yako uko na site inaenda kuzima. These are the people who keep me, on toes and keeping me moving. They are comprised of the FEMA team, led by Maveline Kihara. Wapi makofi ya Maveline mwenye alikuwa hapa, representing FEMA Awards. And I want to acknowledge every FEMA team player in FEMA Awards. Mahali uko simameni tafadhali, we want to acknowledge you tafadhali. Simameni. If you see Ken Gaduma there, wapi makofi ya Ken Gaduma. Yes, wapi makofi ya Sylvia. Yes, wapi makofi ya Cracks Blaze. Makofi ya Diana. Our production manager Maxwell. Our music in charge, DJ Andy C. Makofi yake. Yes, also in the protocol and making sure that our activities run in order. Vivian Degwa, representing our media also. And Eve Nyaga, Makofi yake. Yes, na chief of staff anaitwa, inarudi kwake bado anaitwa Antonio Sidi. Asante sana. Also, special thanks to my family, my parents, my siblings, and my entire extended family. I see them represented here by one Timothy Dirango kwa happy. I see you, thank you so much. I see Mike Asanteni Sana representing and coming through to support. I acknowledge and I want to pray that, the same way you support my career. Mimi nikienda ushago, by the way, wananitangi NICKS, hawanitangi hata president ama. Nilipewa tu title moja yenye nyinyi pia mnanitanga. Sema DJ. Now where I come from, they don't say it DJ. They say DJ. Sema DJ. They support me so much now and enjoy sana, but they support me no matter what. Now manga kichwa sometimes. Thanks so much to my parents, my siblings, and my immediate family. I'm also grateful to all those around the globe who follow my activities on TV, on Y254, on radio, internet, and events. Putting up events, tumekuwa na FEMA Awards, tumekuwa na Gospel Fest, tumekuwa na the Hangout Live in Happening Restaurant. You always come to support. Those who interact with me in the event scene, and every person in the diaspora, I'm very sure they will watch this. Thank you so much for your motivation. There is a team in diaspora led by one Tabitha Bugwa. I want to acknowledge you. I know you will get this. Wapigieni makofi, watu wenye wako outside Kenya, they support what I do online and also in wanakujanga. Every time they come back to Kenya, they always say, event yako iko wapi? They attend and they show me so much love. Thank you so much to every one of you. And to those men of God and women of God across my circle who share free wisdom with me through direct conversation, sermons, and presentation, led by Bishop Welly Odendo, Pastor Tim Wangi, Pastor Rafian Samuel, and International Acts Gospel Church, backed by my spiritual father, Bishop Julius Maina. I honor you so much. Life Pool Chapel, NPN, Legacy Church, Revival, Alcoa Ministry, Rain City, Wako Hapa hivi, and all groups of entertainment. I see Uplift Entertainment represented. They always support me. May God bless you. And this, last but not least, in general, I want to thank you and acknowledge you, creatives, an individual who contributed to my personal growth in the entertainment industry. May God bless you all. Nawapenda sana. And may this mark the beginning of this journey and the conversation we are going to have in a short while. Najua itakuwa heated up because we know that we have so much to pour out in our hearts. And we have so many people in this building. Tutakuwa tukisemezana. It's an event by artists for the artists. Si ni kweli? Yes, tunaangalia the nini behind, and I want to make a special dedication before I conclude. I want to dedicate this book to one amazing person. And before I mention her, you are also special to me. So I dedicate this book to all you artists, especially the large group of the budding creatives and artists when you are in the building, across the region and in our country, those who barely get the embrace and support they deserve in the mainstream media and top event scene. I want to give you one message. It's about time. It's about time. And now to this special person, I want to dedicate this book to a person who did a forward of this book. I honor her so much. She will be coming up next. But I want to pass a message to you. Madam CEO, that's what they call you. But I have a title for you. I always call you mom. I always call you my role model. And I always say that you are a mentor to me. Thank you so much for accepting even by guiding me through the putting up this book. And your intellectual knowledge, wisdom, humility, kindness and generosity, strength and love for God has inspired me. Not only me, but also those countless others around the world. This is what you have inspired, and this is my dream also to inspire others. I honor you so much. Your book, Give Me My Mountain, especially the manual you launched somewhere. Unaona si tumekuja Nairobi Cinema Tao. We were taken to a forest. Tulipelekwa kwa kichaka kulaunch kitabu. If you know what I mean, inspiration, unasikia kuna watu ili wapate inspiration wanataka kwenda mahali kumetulia, mahali kumenyamaza, unasikia chirping of birds. Now, apart from her getting inspiration, she took us there to witness the launch of that manual. Dr. Esther Muchemi, I honor you so much. That book inspired me and motivated me into gaining the momentum I needed to kickstart the writing of this manuscript. After I allowed for a very long time fear to hold me back from taking this bold step, I therefore wish to dedicate this piece to you and the entire family of mentees that you have. You are a huge supporter of freshness in the music content. You also recognize and believe in the power of music as a means of passing great values to our generation and generations to come. I respect you so much. I feel honored to call you my role model. Wapi makofi ya Dr. Esther Muchemi in the house.